So today we're going to look at these three Lineman pliers. These are the Knipex pliers, cost around 50 bucks. These are Klein's, heavy duty, cost about 50 bucks. And these are Channellocks, cost about 35 bucks. So let's see how the jaws align. I'm going to shine a flashlight here. The Knipex looks pretty good. With the Klein's, you can see a very definite gap between the jaws. Now you might think I just got unlucky and got a defective one. Well, here's a second version. Let's check this one out. Also, a very visible gap between the jaws. So, whether it's a quality control problem at Klein Tools or some super secret Klein feature that is there for a reason, well, you decide for yourself. And with the Channellocks, you can see there's just a tiny bit of a gap right next to the pivot point, but it's a very small, barely visible gap. So let's see how these cut. And get a box here. Catch the wires. Here's some stranded wire, 14 gauge I believe. Very smooth. It just falls away, no effort required. With the Klein's, it doesn't fall away. Gotta give it just a little bit of a tug. It almost makes it. The Channellocks, well, it almost falls away. Let me see. Yeah, actually it falls away, it just doesn't jump away like it does with the Knipex. Now here's some 14 gauge solid wire. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It just jumps away. Klein, again, just a little bit of a tug required to make the cut. Channellock. Need just a tiny bit of a tug. Let's try it again. Well, this time it falls away. So yeah, I think it's hanging on by thread. Here's some stainless steel wire. Knipex. Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear it jump away. Klein. Nope. Hanging on. Let's try that again. So it almost falls away, but not always. Let's try the Channellock. Again, almost falls away, but not always. So actually, let me see. Yeah. So again, Knipex cuts the best. Now let's try some 14-2 residential wiring. Easy. You can see it fall away. Klein's. To be honest, it requires a little bit more force to cut with the Klein compared to the Knipex. Let's try this again. I'll try the Knipex again. Yeah, the Knipex cuts easier. The Channellock, I think actually the Channellocks cuts the easiest. Yeah. The Knipex is with the comfort grip. The Klein has just a regular grip, but they're about the same thickness. So you gotta feel about the same gripping distance or the gripping width. Whereas with the Channellocks, they have a little bit of a longer handle. Let's see. Yeah, just a tiny bit longer than the Knipex. Let's see the Kleins. Again, just a tiny bit longer than the Kleins. But if you look at the width of the handle, like not the width, but the opening, it's narrower in this. It doesn't require opening as wide. So the end result is I don't have to stretch out my hand as far to make the cut because of this narrow portion right here. Which one of these is my favorite? Well, I think the Knipex takes the first place. It cuts the best, it has the most features, and well, it's overall like a very well built, well finished product. It opens smooth, straight out of the package, no braking required, and there's no wobble here at all. So very high quality product, but it's expensive. Then I would choose the Channellocks. It's cheaper, they open smooth, also after a little bit of braking. There's no wobble here. It doesn't have as many features as a Knipex, but it cuts softer. So if I was using pliers like these on a regular basis every day, I would probably choose the Channellocks over the Knipex, simply because it doesn't transfer that shock into your hand when you make a cut on some thicker material. And then the Kleins. Well, the Kleins cost as much as a Knipex, but they don't cut as well. They cut a little bit smoother. There's also no shock like it is with the Knipex, but they don't really offer anything, as far as I can see, over the Channellocks. So if these two were the same price, I would say they'll be equally good, but because these are more expensive, I'm going to put these in last place. So that's my verdict on these three pliers, but really all of these are good pliers and you can't really go wrong with either one, but these will be the order in which I will pick these in terms of which ones I like the best. So that's all. See you next time.